we're going to go through the People Also Ask section of how to get your keywords that you're going to write for your People Also Ask articles. So these are question posts. These are the easiest ways to rank. The reason you want to do this is because it's low-hanging fruit, and you want to choose questions that are easy that you could take over whoever is in those top spots. This is completely different than writing a pillar post. If you want to learn how to write a pillar post for e-commerce sites, niche sites, pet sites, health and beauty and all that sort of thing, then you'll need to watch my videos about topical authority and writing pillar post. If you are in the real estate niche, you will need to watch those pillar post videos first, all of those trainings first. Then what you'll do is learn how to do the People Also Ask. So this one is specific to e-commerce, hobbies, anything that is not in the YMYL space. We discussed that a lot in my EEAT videos, which you can look on my YouTube channel for. So just remember, I would love you if you could just like my video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want help with any of this, you can always text us. The phone number is in the description. You can go to our website, delegatemytasks.com, to get a free PDF of 365 things that virtual assistants can do for you. So in this video, we're going to go through a really cool, easy way, easier than all the other ways I've shown you, on how to find long tail, what we call PAA, stands for People Also Ask posts, that you can actually rank for. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go to this website, searchresponse.io, and I'm going to show you why. So you can do this in Keyword Planner, but you're not going to get these kind of results. And just hang with me because I want to show you why you're going to want to do this. Now, in Google, Keyword Planner is great for root keywords, for shopping keywords, especially like when you're selling wallets or jeans and things like that. It's a great place to get your keywords, but you're not going to get you can also get the People Also Ask, but you need a special code for that, which I'll show you in a different video. But this site is free right now. You set up a free account and you go into this site. So you go to searchresponse.io and you have some searches you can do up here. People Also Ask, which is the one that we're going to do today. You can also do People Also Search For, which is also on Google, remember. And then related searches, remember that's further down the page, Google puts that. And then their trending keywords are in beta. So that can be hit or miss right now. But we are going to click on People Also Ask. And remember, we're going to be doing the mythological, the mythical creatures is if you watched my first video on how to do a pillar post in an e-commerce niche, that's the one we chose to do. We did our keyword research. We found some great ways to dominate. We asked Bard and ChatGPT for the categories. We created 10 categories. And remember, you need 10 articles under each category for your interlinking and your topical authority, meeting those guidelines and adding value to the internet. Remember, those are the things that Google looks for now, especially since they just did a Google helpful content update. I will do another video on that. That's not for this video, but they have done a Google helpful content update in August, and it has been rolling out for about 3 weeks now. People are still seeing their SERPs switching around, going up, going down, and so forth. And this was all because of the advent of people throwing out their thousands and thousands of AI written posts that have no value to any human. So with that said, we're going to go here to this People Also Ask tool. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to enter a keyword here. We're going to first set the country. So I'm setting it to United States right here. All right. You can you can do a URL or domain, but we're not doing that. We're doing a topic. Okay. So we're going to put in here mythical creatures Okay, and that's what we're going to stop for. We're not going to do the gods part. We're just doing the creatures right now. And what we're going to do is we are going to click enter, and it's going to run for us, and it comes up right away. Now, it's going to tell us it's going to give us all the questions, but it's also, which is really cool, it's also going to give us related people also ask questions, but it's also going to give us where the top, what the top what the top posts are. But we're going to want to check some of this. So what we're going to do, we're looking for, now what we want, these Wikipedias, those are great to compete against. But what we're really looking for are these Quoras, okay? So anytime you see Quora or Reddit or any kind of forum on page one, you know that if you write good quality and valuable content for the internet and for the user experience, you are going to beat that spot. So we know for sure we can at least get that Quora spot. Of course, if you're putting trash and fluff and stuff, you're not even gonna conquer that spot. So what we're gonna do here, just to see, this is saying that the popularity is 69. Now, there's paid things that you have to do, like you can't download the CSV files without paying. So we're going to not worry about that. We have it clicked to broad so that we can look and see all of these different places of all of these creatures. So we can keep looking down here, and what we're looking for over here right now, just to teach for this lesson, is Quora ones. So we're looking for anything where Quora is going to be on the first page. Now, let's go here. Let's see if we can make this going down. Let me look here real quick. Okay. And we are going to do, we're just clicking all for right now. And we just did a very root keyword. This is a root keyword, what I call it, okay? But we're going to go to this and check this Quora one. So this is are there mythical creatures in the Bible? So we're going to take that. We're going to go to Chrome incognito window. And we're going to put that question in there. And then we're going to click and see. Look at that. Quora is number 1, actually. So that is very interesting. So that means we know darn well we can get that very first spot. Now let's go look at some other things while we're on this SERPs page, because this is what you're going to want to be doing. So their actual question was, what mythical creatures are in the Bible? Our question that we put in there, are there mythical creatures in the Bible? And then, are there mythical creatures in Christianity? So what you ask yourself here is, do I write a whole nother people also ask article with this, or do I use this as a subheading? And I would use it as a subheading. Otherwise, you're going to start to cannibalize your content before you want to. Are there any creatures in the Bible? This is another subtopic. Are dinosaurs mentioned in the Bible? Another subject, right? Is mythology in the Bible? So this is all can be, but we can look and see who, well, Wikipedia. We can definitely beat that if we are doing good. There's another Wikipedia, and this one is some kind of a pastor's site. So then, of course, it's going to come to more of these, but a lot of these are not related to our topic. Then we have the BibleStudy.org, which does have a nice domain authority. However, it has so much information in it that I'm pretty sure that we can take over that spot as well. And of course, if we can take over Quora, none of these others matter. But what I wanted to show you is just the kind of competition you have. Gotquestions.org, that's another good one. And this Creation Today. And here's a Reddit. So we know definitely we're going to be able to dominate the Reddit, right? So this is just, again, it's showing you a lot of different places that you can, and then this also shows us that we should do a video about it. That would be very good after we write the article, to take that article and write a video, do a video from it. And then we have more searches, and we have some more here that we could add for subheadings. Okay. So that's a really good, obviously a very good, so we would take that and we would go and Let me put that down. We would go to our spreadsheet, and I don't do these very well, and I'm going to have my virtual assistant that does spreadsheets come in and make these all pretty and fix them and everything. But right now I'm just copying and pasting, and you can see that I put it in there, and then I was looking at how to do, see, I'm not good at this. So I just can't make it move the way I want to, and we won't worry about that right now. So this is, so here's one of the articles that I'm going to write. So what I did was, I know that for sure, right? And since I have the free account, I can't download these, but I can keep looking. So here are some more, and let's see if we see any other Quoras. I didn't think so, but I see a lot of Wikipedias for these answers, which I think, because I'm building topical authority, that I'm really going to be able to dominate a lot of this content. I did see more Quoras on here last time I looked. So I think maybe with that shift, so Google did a big shift. And during that count, remember I talked about the helpful content update? I just looked at this a week ago and saw Quora all over this page. And now I don't. So that tells me that, okay, so let's pick another one. This is one I'd really like to write about, what artists draw mythical creatures, and do some history on artists would be really cool, because I know other people aren't going to be doing that. So my competitors won't do that. So what artists draw mythical creatures, and let's look and see. Spoon Graphics is, we want to block them. We don't want to stay signed out. And this looks as a UK one. I'm not sure if I can dominate that or not. I would have to look at more about their website. Then we have this site here, Artsy, which is going to sell a lot of these. And then we have videos, which are probably teaching people. And guess what? Here's Quora. Which artists are known for painting mythical creatures? I like that, so I am going to just take that exactly as that is, and I'm going to go ahead and come over here, because I don't think I have the art. I have a bunch in here, but I don't think I have that one, which is really cool, because the artists, I can very easily get permission from them to post their art, to write about them. They love, people love that, and it's helpful to them. So these are a lot of other ones that I had found doing all of this. And they also have Quora up there a lot. And this wide walls is up there a lot, which I believe we can conquer the wide walls. It looks like a CH. I don't know what country that code is, but that's the one that keeps coming up. And I think that we'll be able to really beat them. So let's go back. So that's doing some keyword research. Let's go back to this people also ask. And now let's go up here, and it says mythical creatures. Let's change that and go to do a new result. And I want to do just one more. And this is going to be one I haven't done before, so I won't know what's coming up. I'm going to put mythical creatures of, no, let's put Greek mythical creatures. Let's do Greek and see what comes up with just the word Greek in it. So that can become a root keyword, because now we're putting it a new category, right? Ooh, I can't do any more searches, it looks like, with the free version. So I think you have to wait like a day or something like that. And it's not doing it for me. So what we're going to do here is look for other Quoras, and we have some museums, which are going to be kind of hard to beat, but here's a Quora. Oh no, I already got that one. Oh, it didn't change for us, did it? Okay. I don't think it changed for us. That's okay. We would just go ahead and wait and do it all, or log in, you can create a different account with a different email, and then that way we could get all that into that spreadsheet. here, this is one I want. Are there mythical creatures in Vikings? Let's go to that one. That's a really good, people are really into the Vikings right now. That's a really good one to use. Let me get back over to my incognito and let's go here. I like this one. So let's just see. So Viking.style. So there is somebody trying to dominate for that. Norway, and there's Cora. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see who these guys have. Yeah, so that Viking style comes up again, and then a Medium article. Yeah, so I think I can really come in here and grab all of these and create a really nice article. People also ask article, but actually make it very good. Now, so we're going to go with the one in the Bible, the one for the Bible. So I took that and I went into article. I went into Article Fiesta to order the article, and it's ready. So it has 1,238 words, perfect for a response post, or what we call a PAA post. I'm going to click on it and just see what they came out with. A pretty decent AI writing. And for PAAs, you don't need these table of contents. It's going to work much better if you have this information right here, this little paragraph at the very top, because you need to answer the questions. And this is not, you're going to have to change this because I don't believe this is actually answering the target question. You want that target answer to be right away, pretty much just one or two at the most introduction sentences, and then answer the questions right away. And this is telling people that it's going to answer it over time, and Google's not going to ever pick this for a rich snippet if we do that. The other thing is we're always going to get rid of this table of contents when it's for PAA posts. So this is what I would put up at towards the top before a photo, because you're going to have a featured image anyway, and this answers the question right away. And I like the way it's in a bulleted list, which Google loves to put that into that. So then it's going to go into, yes, the Bible does mention a few mythical creatures. So when it says that right away, that's the answer to the target. And that should be at that should probably even be above this. Like this would be, for me, I don't even like to do the intro sentence. I like to just answer the question because I always get the rich snippet when I do that. Then they have a nice chart like Article Fiesta always does. Pretty decent art here. And then some more interpretations, significance, pretty good, Jonah and the whale. And then I remember we don't do conclusions. And then answers to common questions. And these, again, you could expand on these by taking one of these and putting it into ChatGTP and asking it to write a paragraph and then put that paragraph in here. You could also take these creatures and create a list, which would be nice, and just expand a little bit on each of these. But this is actually not bad. Then of course, like always, we're going to go to Neuron Writer, and what I already did in here is I already created the project. I already created, so I could, so you wouldn't have to wait. And I put it in. Now, Neuron went out to go get, and here is Cora at them at number 8. And then all of these, remember we saw these, we didn't see this catalog one, but we can beat that, and we can most likely beat Wikipedia. So knowing that these are all there, actually Cora was number 1 according on Google Chrome, incognito. Now we don't always know how well that incognito is working. Then we have a YouTube video, which we probably won't be able to beat. So we've got these, and then we're going to look here at their score, and this creation today is a Christian creative creation theory site, and it's pretty strong, and it's got the high score of a 59. So we're not quite sure if we really want to compete against them. Here's a 52, and then this is a 30. The top one's a 30 and a 45. I don't mind these right here because I know SEO well enough that I can do that, and I don't pay attention if it's Wikipedia and it's telling you it's got 14,000 words. It doesn't, but that's just that whole page, however they're counting it. I am going to go ahead and let's look at this real quick. And I want to also look at these titles. Here's one that has the question. I like to do the question exactly. And here's one that does a question. We want the title to be the question. Okay. When we're doing people also ask, you can, and then at the end, you can add your superlatives and your years, or and then you can also start a question with a number and create a numbered list. But we're going to keep doing it just this way. We're going to go ahead and pick all of these, but I'm going to take out the ranker and I'm going to take out the creation today. Those are going to be the two that I'm going to take out. And when I click next, it's going to load for me and tell me the score that I need to beat, which I believe is going to be a 45. Yep, so it's a 45, just like I said. So we're going to have to beat a 45. These are going to have to be in there unless, of course, they don't belong in there. I have a score of 0 right now, of course, and the top words to beat are around 1,300. And remember, I've said this over and over again, the length does not matter if it's full of fluff and it doesn't help anybody. So you're not trying to beat them with words. You're trying to beat them with value. So that's what you're trying to beat your competitors with. I'm not going to go through writing an entire PAA post because the same format is in the last article that I wrote, which was a pillar post. So we're going to pretty much do the same thing. We're going to look through here and make sure that I don't need the word translators. So I can take that out, and most of these have to be in there. And then we look through all of these and see what should be taken out. I'm going to take this one out. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to write about that. I'm going to take any numbers like this out. And we don't know yet until we have put the article in here. I'm going to take out use of this word. That's not something that we need. Now what we want to do here is we want to come over here and just check real quick at the outlines of the other articles. So these are the words these are the heading 1s, 2s, and 3s that our competitors are using. So we don't have to use a lot of this. We're not going to use Christ. Myths as traditional and sacred stories. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I'm probably going to pull that over and I just add it in here somewhere. And just know that it's one of the topics I'd like to cover. And then we're going to have here, we're not going to do any of these because we just really want to answer the question, and these are not really answering the questions. So I don't think that a lot of these have to do, when you really look at these, have to do with the question and answering it about mythical creatures in the Bible. This is a lot about just religion in general, which is going to be on a lot of those sites. And let's see. Question of the week. Somebody had that as a question of the week. We have this already. We want this one as one of those questions. This is really in the belief that dinosaurs were here at the same time as humans were. So we're not going to go into a lot of that. This is for the creation today. That's who I told you about before. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on their stuff. This one's a good one. Mythical animals in the Bible, but who are they really? And it kind of goes along with the same one. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But of course, we want to make sure we're covering all of these animals. And then we don't need to worry about any of that. And they're talking about beasts too, and I really don't want my site to go there. And we can take this one. This one's interesting. I'm not sure. We might take that back out later, but we'll put that in there for right now. We're just looking through all of our competitors. Oh, there's a lot of names I never heard of. I think those are all Hebrew. We just need to make sure we cover all these, which are all in our words up there. So that looks fine. And this was a listicle, which we don't need. Yeah, I think we can pretty much beat this. I don't even think we need to look anymore. Yeah, I don't, this is not anything to do with the question. So yeah, so I really like that. So what we're going to do here, and I'll just give you a couple tips. You're always going to want to take that. You're going to make that your title. It's going to increase our score like crazy. We're not going to worry about, I'm going to come back and do it better later. We're not going to worry about all this right now or spelling or anything. We're going to come back. And so now our score is up to 2021. So we're halfway there, right? We're going to go over here and just real quickly, we're going to copy. I'm going to copy a lot of this here. I'm going to start, of course, with this. I'm going to go ahead and take, whoops, go ahead and take this section here, start with that, put that right there at the very top. I am going, that's an H2, that's good. And then I'm going to go through, and it's already at a 30. See how fast you can do this with a PAA? Then I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to grab this really cool graphic here. I don't know if it's going to come through that way. If not, we can do that. We're going to go ahead and do that in WordPress later on. But yeah, that looks nice. I don't like it. Anyway, I can change it later. Oops. Let's go out of that to write the next. Yeah. All right. So now we're still at a 31. Let's go get some more. Oh, let's get this chart here that we definitely want in there. Whoops. I'm just doing it like this because so I don't have so many problems with formatting later on. Whoops. Sorry, my mouse is not working right. Let's see if that works. Not sure if that's going to work there or not. Nope, I only was able to copy one word. Let me try to get that again. It's hard because my camera's in, my camera's in the way too. There we go. Let's see if we can get this in here. Yep, very good. So we have that going on there, which is good. It didn't really help us with, let's go back to our terms. We can watch our terms being filled up in here, and I don't see those there. Oh, let's get rid of manuscript. I'm not going to do manuscript. And we'll go through and add the King James and stuff like that. But let's see if they go ahead and do any of this. Let's go here and copy this. And of course, we're going to want to read this just to make sure. We don't have to go fact checking on a topic like this for e-commerce, but we're going to glance through it and put it through Grammarly just to make sure. So we got some nice green marks there. And it's okay if I'm leaving a lot of space. Number one, you want a lot of space so people can skim, but it's easier for me to go put images and everything in between everything at that time. So let's go here, grab this one. And again, we're going to go back through and get those supporting questions that we found in people also ask area and add those in here if we need to get above that 45. And we get the Jonah and the whale story in there. Let's see if that makes any difference. Not sure who that covers. Doesn't look like it brought me up with anybody. That's too bad. So then I'm going to go through here. We're not going to do conclusions, but we can do this part. We can put the Bible does mention. We can add that again here just to see if we come up with any of these. So there we go there. And it's not going to take as long as a pillar post because you don't have to do as much work. And also you don't need as many words and you're trying to go after the super low hanging fruit. And then here, I like this. We're just going to take all this copy that. We're going to put that all in here. And again, we're not getting, so we have to think creatively about how to get these other words in here. We're up to a 33. So we need to put Old Testament, King James, serpent, hippopotamus, all of these words we're going to have to put in there. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing with you tonight. But when you can't find it, and if Article Fiesta didn't do it, then you're going to take these words, you're going to make a copy these onto your little notes, and then you're going to import, you're going to copy and paste them into ChatGTP and ask ChatGTP to write a paragraph or two about with containing these words, or write, a couple of paragraphs containing these words, and so on and so forth. This is, so yeah, a lot of this is things that we don't actually need, because it's going, a lot of the sites were religious in nature. So a lot of the things that they're talking about on the website is not what we're trying to get at in our content. Okay. I don't need deep spiritual either. But as we get rid of a lot of these words, but I just don't know if I want to yet. But like, for instance, behemoth needs to be in there, because that's one of the, it's right here. I'm wondering why it's not, because it has a quotation, but we do have it. So we're going to go ahead and take that out, since we know we have that in there. What else do we have? We have, is there any other animal in there? The leva, I didn't see that. Cherubim, satyrs. So we would look through this just to see if any of those are there with the quotes, and just get rid of it, because we know we have it in the article. All right. So we're up to 34. It's not going to be that much longer to get it up higher. And that's how you do that. That's very interesting, safe, easy, and you are going to be able to rank. Hope you found this video useful. We would love to help you with all of this. We do have bundles and packages that we can do for you, where you buy your articles, your pillar posts, and your PAA articles in bulk, and have them all done for you, delivered to you in a Google folder, so that you can then take them and post them to your websites. But we also offer that service as well. We have posters, we have embellishers, people who do the graphics, and so on and so forth. We would be happy to help you. And if you're doing it yourself, more power to you. Keep watching my videos, because I teach you everything that I teach our virtual assistants to do in all my trainings and in all my paid courses. You're getting all of this at no charge at all through watching on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.